Tremors, Shrieker Island has Burt Gummer going to an island filled with graboids and shriekers, and he has to take them all out. So, the positives on this movie are, once again, the CGI on the creatures looks good. The CGI on the graboids and the shriekers, they look good. They don't look bad at all like Part 3. They actually look good like Part 5 and 6. So, I enjoy that. The action is somewhat solid. Shriekers get shot a lot. One of them gets chainsawed. There's flamethrowers, so that's pretty fun. Shriekers get massacred in the cave, and that's a lot of fun. Again, that's where the chainsaw kill of one of the Shriekers comes in, flamethrowed, and just carnage, so that's a lot of fun on the Shriekers. Having a hunt of the graboids and shriekers that Bill made, I thought was kind of cool. That was kind of interesting. Someone is willing to breed graboids, make graboids, and hunt them. Willing to hunt them, so I thought that was actually that was kind of interesting. That's it for positives. On to the negatives. It kind of sucks that we trade Travis for... it kind of sucks that we trade Travis from 5 and 6 for Jimmy in this movie. Jimmy is not too fun. I really can't tell you anything about him. There's nothing special about him. Or at least Travis. I kind of warmed up to him in Part 6. And Travis, him having that family connection to Burt was interesting. So I enjoyed that about Travis, but Jimmy, he just doesn't have anything interesting about him. And also, you know, Jimmy makes movie references like Predator, Rambo, Evil Dead, and like I personally didn't really like that. I didn't think it's not funny, it's not clever. So I just kind of wish it was its own thing instead of referencing better movies. Another negative is we get more graboid information, and it's just the same footage from Tremors 5. They explain how Tremors work, how Shriekers work, how Ass Blasters work. We've heard this all before. And so it's boring by the 7th movie. There's nothing new in the movie. It's graboids, shriekers, and ass blasters. Not even ass blasters. So I think it's really only graboids and shriekers. So we don't even get the full cycle. Bill is breeding graboids, and Burt has to clean it up, kind of like Part 6. So we've kind of seen that. Like in Part 6, DARPA... I think DARPA did that in the Arctic one, and so we've seen that before. So there's nothing really new in this movie. Oh yeah, this is something that I noticed. This doesn't really affect the movie at all, but Jasmine said, "You mind if I ask you a question?" And then Burt says, "If I say no, does it make a difference?" So that doesn't make sense, and here's why. That means him saying no, he does not mind, because she says, "Do you mind if I ask you a question?" And the response would be, "No, I don't mind." She should have said, like, "Can I ask you a question?" And Burt should say no. Or, "You mind if I ask you a question?" He should say, "Yes, I do mind." Yes, because he does mind if she asks him a question. So that was something that I noticed a really dumb negative, but I just thought it'd be interesting to note to say that. And the final negative is they redo the ending of the first movie. Bert lures the last graboid and launches it off a cliff. It's unoriginal, and Bert dies. Bert dies in this movie. He gets eaten. I don't believe for 1 second that Bert just dies. You don't see a body. You don't see Bert's body, but there hasn't been a new Tremors movie for like almost 5 years to confirm Bert is still alive. So as of right now, I believe Bert is still dead, but I don't believe that Bert would be dead. So it's canon that he is dead, but I don't believe for 1 second that he would actually die from this. So the ending is unoriginal, and Bert dies supposedly. So that kind of sucks. So probably that is the worst moment in the franchise. In the end, I'm being nice about this. It's just barely watchable, just because I'm a Tremors fan. So this movie, it's just barely watchable. But I would really only watch this if I was binge watching the franchise. If I'm in the mood for like 1 or 2 Tremors movies, I would not pick this one at all. So this movie, just because I'm a Tremors fan, is just barely watchable. Thanks for watching.